All right, so welcome to this live stream. Let's look at price together. Let's see what we're expecting today. All right, so today it's Friday. Um, the market has been selling off on EU, as you can see clearly. Here we have, let's see. So basically, we have um, this swing here, this area here. So when I zoom out, you can see it has been selling off like for God knows since the 18th of June, July rather. So it has been selling off, and we're currently here. Is this going to be a reversal point, or this is going to be a continuation to the downside? Well, we'll still wait to see what price does. But you can see here that we have um, this range, basically within this range, right? This high and then this low here. So price is just within that. Now, today is going to be NFP, right? So my expectation is that or what I'll be looking out for is, of course, we'll be looking out for a lot of volatility. And then after that, the market can really tell us where the market wants to go. But for now, clearly the market is reacting to this buy to sell candle, buy to sell week rather area here. As you can see, price came into it, and then reverse all through yesterday. So price did not push down after this major break of structure to the downside. So we had this reversal. Of course, there were setups here. So now today we either get that continuation to this supply area zone or we get a sell-off. Now, typically price would always um the news would always, for some reason, would always have pricing into the news ahead of the news, right? So price would always try to predict what's going to happen when the news comes out. But until it comes out, we're going to see where the market really wants to go to. But for now, let's see. Have this here from yesterday. The swing structure is bearish. Prices pull back to the EQ of the PD area. No, I think this was most likely from the day before that. Okay, so let me just update this. Well, sincerely here, I'm just gonna say I'm expecting it to hit because this was based on the initial, I think price was around here. This was yeah, it was around here. So and that played out. But for now, ideally, wait for news, wait for NFP to determine market direction. And by the way, this is just me being conservative because depending on your skill set, you can still trade it if you know what you're doing. But if you're gambling and you have no idea what you're doing, you haven't back tested, you don't have data to back up whatever decision you want to take, I would simply just advise it's best you stay out, right? And then just observe and see what the market does. And then based on that, you can now take, the necessary action. But for now, it's best, to just stay your hands, okay? You don't get burnt by just sitting on the side. Wait for the perfect setup. The perfect setup always jumps at you. You literally don't have to do a lot, okay, when it comes to seeing the perfect setup. So if you see yourself struggling, um having to, you're trying to find something, then maybe you're just forcing it. Okay, so let's look at the 15 minutes now. So in the 15 minutes here, we have, you can see, let me zoom out. You can see that price, okay, sort of sold off into this 4 hour demand zone. And you can see basically all of the structure around here. This is now a swing. This low was taken. This our swing high, and we had, price push into the area. Now here we had, a change of character that led to a sort of break of structure because you had this low pullback. You can see that's about, let's see, that's about 39 pips. So pullback, and then we had, this low being taken again. Price pushed into this area, but then we had the change of character. Okay, after this low was taken, price pushed out. You can even take this as a change of character, or you can even take this as a change of character, and then price pull back into, this sort of demand zone and then pushed out, right? So now we have this, sort of bullish order flow because this high has now been taken. So we could see price tap into this area and continue to the upside, or price could even, because this is NFP, price could even actually pull all the way here, and then during New York session we can get that push to the upside. That's something possible. Anything is possible, sincerely. And just in the same way I'm expecting this to probably push into this area before we get that sell off, we may also get price just break down, so may have an entire, everything might just break down. So, or may get that massive sell off. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to, with respect to price this morning. I'm not really ready to take up. I'm not really willing to take a buy here, because you have all of this, price action, all of this area where you have liquidity line. So, expecting that to happen. Ideally, today is the best day. It's a good day for you to just stay off the market if you don't really know what you're doing, and then just observe. Okay, observe, see what price does after the news comes out. High impact news comes out, and then you can now determine if you want to go into, if you want to take a position, depending on how everything pans out. But essentially that'll be it. So, there was, a very good opportunity here because you can see, this was all set up properly. Price tapped into the 4-hour demand zone. We had a change of character, had a retest, and then a continuation. And this high now has been taken. So if price, let me draw this out: high, low, and then price is now taking this high. So what do you expect? Pull back, right? Maybe to this area and then maybe continuation, or we get a deeper pullback into this area and then we now get a continuation. So into this area and then, may get a sell off. So because news is going to come out, so that, massive volatility is going to come out later in the day. Either, we get a sell off or we get a buy into, this area before we get that continuation setup. So I think that's what's going to play out. This is my analysis, and I want to believe you've picked a thing or two from this. Now, let me just say that, the stock in profit course, there's also a course. Of course, I have the stock in profit course. So if you want to be part of that, there is currently a 15%. Okay. Let me see. Do I have that here? There's currently a 15%. Um, excuse me. 115% off. So you can basically just, use that discount code and get, into the course. So that's it from me. Stay stock in profit and see you some other time. Bye bye. Cheers.